Listen, black men, it is okay to say that y'all collectively are not okay.
Keep it black. In the past 2 weeks, we have lost 4 black women to intimate partner violence. Say their names. Serena Waisner Fairfax, murdered by her husband, former Virginia Lieutenant Governor Justin Fairfax. Tammy McCullum, a pastor in North Carolina. Coral Springs Vice Mayor Nancy Mateo Bowen. Devontae Curtis, a black trans woman beaten to death by her boyfriend in Chicago. And not to mention 2 adult women shot, 1 killed, 2 of them the mothers of the 8 children also shot and killed by their father, Shamar Elkins, just a few days ago. I just found out there was a pregnant black woman found in Houston, dead. So black men, I'm gonna have to call you to the front of the room and ask you a couple of questions. Is that okay? When are you gonna stop saying it's not all of y'all and make sure it's none of y'all?
Let's take a deep breath first because I already know that I'm about to step on some toes and make some niggeros mad, okay? Listen, black men, it is okay to say that y'all collectively are not okay. And I want to say this, there is a dire state too with our black little boys. I work with children every day in my 9 to 5. And when I tell you, yes, I have to deal with cases, so I know that this means that I'm dealing with kids who have issues already. But most of them are going to be black males. There's not as many black females that I have to see. And those black males that I'm dealing with is a lot of hyperactivity, a quick, and I'm talking about elementary age kids, a quick move to violence. And many of them, the cognition is not there. They're not cognitively all the way there. I don't know if it's the food. I don't know if it's the water. I don't know. I know there's been some theories going on about things being in the water and it affecting males, especially black males, more. I've heard theories. Of course, I don't know how true that is. Um, I don't know if it's the men and the women who procreate to have these kids. I don't know what it is, but something is happening, and the shift is huge to me as someone who works with children. It's like when I think about me as a kid and how other children operated, I've never seen the delay be so significant as it is now. And this is why I'm not playing when I make this content. Like I said, it's gonna be long for a reason. This this last month to about 6 weeks, the headlines have been crazy. I haven't even been making content. I've been too busy really to even make content. I'm just trying to get some shit together in my life. But in the last 6 weeks, I've been like, what's going on? We already know the world is a cluster FUCK right now of BUSSS. Yes, busy BS going on right now. It's a lot. It's almost too much to keep up with. We already know what the are doing. We already know what they doing, right? I'm not even getting into their business because I care more about our business, even though their business is intertwined with our business. And we're going to get into that. Understand that this is going to be a long one. I already know. I foresee this is going to be a long video. And I am going to break down some of these things in a psychoanalytical type of way because I am your ghetto psychologist, and it is my life's purpose to get black people to mentally unplug from this patriarchal system of white supremacy. So we're about to get into a real deep critical analysis over some of the things that have been happening in the headlines, in the news, in the black community. Of course, we can't cover every single thing, but some of these things are so relevant that I have to make sure that we talk about it. Because what is it relevant to? It's relevant to this. Thorn to the eye. A black person's guide to unplugging from this system by yours truly, okay? Shameless plug. But I'm not finna talk too much about that. We're going to still just talk about what's going on. All right, y'all. So it all really started with this whole Gucci Mane Pooh Shiesty thing. I'm feeling like because it was like around when that happened, when that set off, it was like this chain of events. Not that they are related to each other, but just the fact that it just set off like a chain of event for some reason. So Pooh Shiesty and his father decided to allegedly conspire against rapper Gucci Mane. Gucci Mane is one of my favorite rappers. Okay, I'm Atlanta born and bred, and they wanted to get out of that. What he wanted to get out of his record deal with Gucci Mane's label, 1017. Now, I don't know what the fuck Gucci Mane got going on over there in 1017 land, and why so many people end up in jail or just not no longer here when it comes to that. But what I do know is that man Pooh Shiesty said he was ready to get up out of there and he was ready to get it out of blood. He was not playing, okay? And it's not funny at all because it's like you have a father who is with the BS. He's with the bullcrap. He's making you almost do this because obviously you were raised to be that way. So you're looking up to your daddy, and your daddy probably like don't take nothing from no nigga. So go out here and get it out of get it back in blood for real. So y'all set up this heist, put this man in a position where he can't really sign you out of a contract no matter how you spend it. Even if you was to get away with it, you weren't gonna get away with it. And you could have hurt somebody. Thank God nothing happened for real. But you just got out of doing a bid and now you're about to go back. From what I know, your daddy been in and out of prison too. Like, what the fuck? Y'all niggas be having daddies and they still be shit. So it's like the two-parent home or having both parents active in your life don't always mean nothing. Especially in our community. I'm sorry. And this is not me being self-hating. This is me being real and analytical. Analyzing exactly what I see and the statistics of it all. That being said, you did what you did. And now you're going back for a long bid. There's no way around it. And you're still signed to the record label. So you did all of that for nothing. And then you got people saying, oh, Gucci Mane is a snitch. What is going on with you niggas? Like, y'all hold so true to this street coast. It's like, it's so hard to the point where somebody could really do something to you. You can be up out of here and y'all still gonna be like, no, I ain't telling the police nothing. And it's like on one end, a little bit of me get it, like the street sense in me get it. But the practical me is like, I don't give a damn. You're going to jail. That man Gucci Man has plenty to lose, especially in comparison to someone like Pooh Shiesty. There's no way that him being somebody who did bids and he's in a state in his life where he's elevated so far surpassed probably what he might have believed he could or what other especially what other people thought he could. Why would he throw that shit away for some street shit? He ain't been in the streets for a long time. Y'all can call these niggas soft and tender dick if you want to. If I be out the streets for over a decade, I'm a civilian. I'm calling the police. You're not going to hem me up and I got all this money in the bank. I'm not going to waste my money on court fees and lawyers. I'm going to send you to jail. You do it. So from there, I don't know which one of these came first, but we got this situation. I think this came first with Offset, Lil TJ. So you got this situation with Offset and Lil TJ right after, where he gets pow outside of the casino. Like, man, it's bad enough what we know went on between him and Cardi B, but we not even scrap the being a bad partner. You know, that's one element. But now you're just being overall a irresponsible adult who just so happens to be a black man. And you had so much at one point. And to see you crumbling because you are addicted to gambling, allegedly. To see you crumbling because you literally just lost your wife. To see you crumbling because your musical career is hanging on by a thread. You crumbling. And this is what you choose to do. And you got all these children and you're choosing to squander your money. What they say, money really can't unlame a nigga. And Offset been a lame ass nigga. If Cardi B knew anything, she just fell in love with the Southern charm Listen, I'm from it. I'm born and bred from Atlanta. Yes, Offset is a handsome man, but you can if you let a nigga talk long enough, you can just tell he's a lame ass nigga. And you can tell niggas who didn't have nothing and then all of a sudden they got something. Like you can just tell. And Offset is that nigga. Sorry, it's a lot of men, black men especially, that's like that. Like I dare even say Diddy was that type. So what didn't have nothing, wasn't used to it, and then when you finally get it, you just basically blow it because the ego and the power and the money get to your head. So you just start being reckless. But a lot of black men, men in general, literally, this is science. A lot of them are ruled by recklessness. They are like it's something that excites them so much about danger. So that's why so many of them throw their life away. Why y'all think life insurance for men is higher? It's not even just about the fact that y'all don't go to the doctor. It's not about the fact that y'all don't eat right. It's about the fact that y'all live more reckless. More accidents are caused by men, and it's just a lot. It's just a lot that y'all do. Violence, most violence is caused by men. That being said, you have this man, Offset, like I said, he leading this life of danger, and he literally told Lil TJ who he owed money to get the money back from him in blood. And it's like, what is this? Why you couldn't just pay that man back that money? What he gave you, you could just get a walkthrough and make that back. Shit, really more than that, because I'm pretty sure on a walkthrough on a bad day, Offset can get about 25 bands for real. Because people going to want to come to the club or wherever to see him. He ain't got to perform. Just walk through. So, I don't know. It is what it is when it comes to that. All of this is going to come together. I just want to keep mentioning what's been going on so we can get to the meat and potatoes of what I'm about to talk about. Moving on from that, now you got this situation with his chain snatched by NBA YoungBoy homeboy NBA Ben 10. Now I just learned about this. I barely even know who these people is, but because it's something that happened all around the same time, and from what I gathered is that NBA Ben 10, we don't know what his status is. We don't know if the man is in a coma. We don't know. People saying on close to him that he walking and talking, but ain't nobody got no proof of nothing. And on the op side, they saying that he in a coma and he might not wake up. Well, it's like, and just so you know, the reason that this is somewhat relevant is because NBA Ben 10 literally went on record and said that they need to make a state, the government needs to make a state for bangers like him so they can just all basically just go to the state and crash out and pow, pow, pow each other to the death. I mean, on one end, I feel like, but on the other end, I'm like, no, we can't do that. That's crazy. It's crazy. I'm saying, y'all, I'm joking somewhat, but that's crazy, bro. Like, why would you even, you think your life is not worth, like, that's the worthiness you think of your life? This is what I'm talking about. We get into it, okay? Now, we about to get into some really deep shit. This is the deeper end of what's been going on with black men in the headlines. This David case, which I talked a little bit about this briefly in October. David is a black man. And I know so many of y'all are probably gonna come out, well, he ain't our type of black. And I hate when y'all do that, when y'all really try to not to understand this. I am not defending him. I'm defending his type, not the murderous type, but the type of the eccentricity of it all. He's a very eccentric type of black man. And a lot of black people will try to say he's not one of us. He's one of us. As far as I know, David's never been the type to deny his blackness. He's just eccentric, just a little weird. Well, not a little weird, a lot of weird. This situation, I'm going to follow this closely, just like I did with Diddy. This situation with David, his case is it's like it's been such a long time brewing, and it's eerie. It's something deeper to this case that I can't put my finger on, but something in my spirit is settling about this case where it's like some deep Epstein files type, ritualistic type. I don't I don't know. I can't tell you. But it's gonna come to me one day when all it comes together. I might or might not make a video about it, but something in my heart chakra, something in my spirit is just like, something ain't right. And we know something ain't right, but it's deeper than the just surface level something ain't right. This situation with David, and it just makes me think about how we don't talk about the young PDFers. There are young PDFers. There are 12-year-olds who will do something to a 6-year old. Rather is something that was taught behavior, which most times is because they were abused themselves. But sometimes it might not be. Sometimes it might just be something inherent, something intrinsic that has them off. And when I listened to David and his interaction with Celeste, well, this alleged interaction that he recorded for his one of his songs or his album or whatever, he seemed to be less mature than she was. She sounded much more mature than he is. And she's literally 6 years younger than him. Disturbed me. Because it's something mentally, it's just not all the way there. And it's not about his cognition. Because I feel like he's not really dumb. Just because he did something very dumb, allegedly. Just because it seems like he didn't do it in a smart way doesn't mean he's really dumb. In fact, he might be really bright, and that's kind of what's somewhat scary too. We have this situation. The Coral Springs vice mayor, her name was Nancy Metayer Bowen, who was pow in her home by her husband at the beginning of this month. Her husband, literally, from what I heard, he allegedly said, well, maybe he really explicitly said that he, quote unquote, couldn't take it anymore. This woman was vice mayor. She was about to run for Congress. She was the first Haitian black woman as vice mayor in her position. And this man, so he took this lady away from the world. Because I feel like a woman like her, if you just go look at some of her old content and her interviews, she was so beautiful inside and out. You could just tell she just seemed like she really was for the people and she could have made some steps forward. And I just feel like a lot of these men snuff out women's destiny. The patriarchy has a strong hold on everybody but black people. It affects us the most on purpose. And we have to understand this violent behavior that a lot of black men are starting to overly exhibit, where it comes from. We have to understand women and their cattiness towards each other and this incessant need to have a man, no matter how terrible he is, or just to have status and look like we have it all together. How costly all of that is and how it comes from this patriarchal system of white supremacy. So that leads me to the last story that we're going to talk about, and then I'm just going to essentially offer some criticism to black men. So this next story is disgusting. In Louisiana, Shreveport, this is really just a few days ago as I record this. Today is the 25th, so almost a week. This man, Shamar Elkins, literally went and pew 8 children, 7 of which all came from him, his loins. It's like, why you had to go do the other one that's not yours, but that's dumb. He shouldn't have did any of them. But it's even worse that you want to take all of the kids out, even the one that didn't come from you. I don't know. He pew the children. They all died, and his wife and another woman, they're still alive. Somehow he ended up dead. I'm not unclear. A little unclear if he offed himself or if the police offed him. I wept the first time I heard that. I cried. That's 8 children just gone like that. 8 little beautiful black babies, black futures, just taken. Black men, y'all, please, can we wake up? Can y'all please stop getting upset when we talk about the state of black males? Why is it so hard for y'all to sit in what is happening? Why do you want to, number one, try to dissociate yourself from the black men who commit these crimes or commit these acts? And y'all say things like, well, it's not all men, or it's the black men y'all know, or y'all try to be so dismissive of the state of y'all collectively. Y'all be like, well, women don't hold each other accountable. You can't be talking to me, the accountability coach, who everybody get mad at. You say these things though, but when it comes time for you guys to take collective accountability, everybody want to bow out. Everybody want to act like the elephant is not in the fucking room, even though that bitch is bright as fuck and it's pink and I can't stop seeing it. Y'all want to act like these things are not real problems. And, or if they are a problem, guess what you do? Point the finger at black women and say it's our fault because it's the men, again, like I said, that we chose. Are we all choosing the same men? Yes, there is a problem on our side. If you don't believe I talk about this already, check the content. Black women are held accountable on this channel, like I said. So guess what? Time for me to hold your motherfucking hand. Book fair, because it need to be, somebody need to grab it. Let me hold your hand and hold you accountable this time, bro. Your brothers are suffering, even if it's not you. Your brothers are suffering, and they're making us suffer with them. They're making us suffer with them, and they're making you suffer because less than, I mean, more than half of what I talked about were crimes of black men against black men. Only two of these cases were about black men doing things to black women, even though we know it's much more than that. But y'all are being taken out of here yourselves by each other. It's a problem, I promise. And it goes to this mindset, which again, I talk about this in my book in a much deeper way, y'all. Please, if you're interested, it's available digital copy and paperback, hardback, you name it. It's all available on my website, livinlovelii.com. But y'all, listen, for real. It's a pathology. Black men, this comes from so many different ways. It comes from this epigenetic. It comes from the mindset of weakness that was instilled in black men during enslavement, to which they are trying so hard to fight against and fight past. It's as if because you guys were so subservient, forced to be so subservient, forced to be so submissive, that y'all turn into crash outs. You don't want to look like you are soft, like you're weak. That's why y'all had this gangster man mentality, and it's definitely heavily influenced in music first, and then movies second. It's like everybody got to be a gangster, pow, 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 kill, kill, kill. This ideology comes from trying to be Mr. Tough Guy, and all men suffer from this machismo, being macho man type shit. But the thing is, with black men, is much more elevated because of the fight they have every day against humanity in general. Being so oppressed, suppressed, repressed has black men lashing out kind of in the worst ways. Y'all have to realize that this is a pathology that comes from the suppression that was indoctrinated upon you. And then you have this aspect where black men, everything was stripped from them and they could not go and earn a living. So guess what they did? They had to turn to the streets. In the streets is KILL or BKILLED. It's dog eat dog. And then what's funny about you being pushed out in the streets, all of this is through the government. Government pushed you out because of this ideology or this pathology that was bestowed upon you during enslavement, where you became a breeder. So you just didn't know how to do nothing but breed. And this generationally kept going. You would go to this woman and breed with her, have a family here, breed across town with her. Now you got at least two families going. Then came welfare in the black community. Now you're getting pushed out even more because black women taking, well, all women are taking the black man jobs around this time. So now you forced again to go to the streets. Then here come this government siphoning in drugs to the black community. Now you're in the trap, still in the streets. That's where black men had dominion, in the streets. You couldn't have dominion at home because you couldn't be head of the household. This is not all of y'all. We know that, of course. I'm just talking about the specific group of type of black men I'm talking about. So the only place you knew to go to get dominion was the streets. You gotta be Mr. Tough Guy. You gotta prove that you are a man. You ain't none of that gay shit. So the exact opposite in your mind of a gay man is a man who will bang, even though there are a lot of gay gang bangers. And don't not be raised by your father. Now you really looking for a father figure and you can't find it, so you go to these other boys who maybe they don't have a father figure, and you getting fatherhood from them, or maybe they got a daddy but they daddy ain't shit neither, like Pooh Shiesty, and you still getting fatherhood from them. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a cycle and it all lends itself to each other. It is okay as a black man to be a civilian. You ain't gotta be on no street code. You can call the police. Who cares about if you PUSSY to these NAGGAs who don't have nothing? When you got something to lose, you protect it. Don't care what other people think. And I think one of the biggest issues that black men have is y'all care a lot what these motherfuckers think. Men in general, if men would just admit that they care what other people think, other men really think than women do, I'm sorry. This is, maybe it's opinionated, maybe it's not. I just see more women always standing on business, not giving a fuck what men think, more than I see that about men. Men care immensely what another man thinks, more than they care what women think. Blame the patriarchy. Y'all do. Y'all not doing shit to impress women per se, because when we tell y'all what we want, y'all try to do the opposite. Y'all ain't trying to impress us. Y'all want to impress other men, because other men want you to be tough. Women just buy into it because, again, brainwashing the patriarchy. But the ones who enforce it the most are men. Y'all enforce it more. We been out here, oh baby, please don't go out there and get yourself hurt. We don't want to be crying at y'all funerals. Put money on your books. We're not trying to fucking do that. I'm not doing it. But I'm just saying, even the ones who choose to do it with their goofy self, they not trying to. I promise they not trying to. Y'all don't listen to us. That's how I know y'all not trying to impress us. But y'all do listen to other men, which is why how I know that y'all just be doing shit for them to impress them. When y'all be reckless, y'all go out here bang bang. A nigga try you, you want to go and do the get back. Ain't no woman telling you to do that shit. So, well, let me not say that because that's a lie. It's like I said, it's some women that buy into it, but most women are not. A lot of anyone smart and self-respecting woman won't be. Really, a smart, self-respecting woman wouldn't be with you if you that type of nigga. Let's be clear. So if you that type of nigga and you got a woman look at her funny, cause why is she with you? When she knows at any moment you are a liability. Nigga, do you even have life insurance? That's what I'm saying. Y'all be out here being so reckless. Don't have health insurance. Don't have life insurance. And then you leave yourself as a burden. I had this conversation real quick. I had this conversation just the other day. If you feel like your body is your responsibility in life, then you should still feel like your body is your responsibility in death. Get life insurance, niggas. Take care of your family even when you're not here. Especially if you got kids. Because I'm going to tell you, one thing that sucks is somebody who had to bury my brother who had several kids and did not have life insurance. One thing that sucks is trying to rally money to put somebody in the ground when you already grieving. We made it happen though by the grace of God. Thankfully, we a big family and some of us got it. But I didn't want to get my money up. I ain't gonna hold you. I ain't feel no type of ways for my brother. But at the same time, if I could have kept that money, I would have. You know that. Everybody should know that. It would have been great to keep the money. It would have been great if I had to put money in my pocket because I lost somebody. That's what we need to be doing. Get a insurance policy so that you can put money in your family's pocket as they grieve you, because it will make things just a tidbit better. I promise. I'm not lying to you. But for real, black men, for real, this is a state of emergency. This is like a PSA. Y'all have to get it together. Y'all have to hold each other accountable. You cannot continue to make excuses. I'm pretty sure after all of these situations that I brought to you would have happened basically in the month of April, end of March, I'm pretty sure it's gonna be niggas typing excuses and probably deleting it by now if they got this far, or thinking about excuses of every fucking thing that they heard me say instead of just owning that. Hey, it might not be you who act this way, but you probably don't say nothing to other niggas who do act this way. You seen niggas. It might even be your own fucking homeboys who some crash outs and y'all do nothing and y'all still be friends with them. If you would stop being friends with them and stop bros before hoes and ooh, we got so much history ass niggas. If y'all could stop being friends with these type of niggas, they might start acting like that. If you women too, I'm hold y'all accountable, start giving these niggas coochie, they might start acting like that. Might. I ain't gonna hold y'all too much accountable because sometimes men act like that when they ain't getting coochie. But for real though, men, because this is who this is primarily towards. Stop being afraid of holding other men accountable. I think y'all are scared of each other. That, like I said, that bros before hoes. Y'all scared. Y'all would rather let down a woman before you let down another man. Before you let down your man's. The homoerotica that y'all exhibit. Look up homoerotic. The homoerotica, like I said, that y'all exhibit though. It gotta come to an end. Y'all have to look at each other realistically and stop painting a picture that men are so great. So many of y'all are in denial because y'all will always be like, oh, it's just the men you choose. Men ain't that bad. You telling me you can't find no good man? No, nigga, because y'all don't exist. From where I'm looking. Just very small few of y'all. And then even the small few of y'all, it's like, y'all again end up letting other men be bad around y'all and y'all don't check it. Y'all just y'all check it lightheartedly, like, oh man, you shouldn't be like that. No, niggas sit him down and be like, look, you shouldn't be like this because XYZ. Teach him how like somebody probably already had to teach you. Or even if you just knew it because you were raised right. Teach these other niggas. It's your duty. Y'all get so tired of women checking men. Y'all get mad at us for making content and saying things against y'all, or then y'all do the fucking job. Do the fucking work. Cause we tired. I'm saying that for every black woman. I don't give a fuck. Yes, I'm speaking for all of us, bitch. We tired. Cause y'all not doing it enough. There's too many times that women have to literally take on the masculine role and stand up to other men. Like I said, I feel like women stand on business way more than men against other men. Y'all been trying to get us to submit for eons and it don't work. Anytime we fight against laws, guess who's always there? Typically a woman, primarily a black woman or a black queer person is always at the fucking forefront of every fight against the crimes against humanity by humanity. It don't be men. It don't be y'all. Many times y'all signed up for, y'all be signing up. I'm sorry, it's net here. Y'all be signing up for subservient positions. While women are like, no, I don't really want to be subservient. I don't want to submit. I want to be able to do what I want to do. It's time that men, especially black men, embrace your feminine. You don't want to hear that. Oh, what I do? Which I, like I said, which I don't understand and need to understand is femininity is not your opposite, masculine man. It's not your opposite. It's you're interdependent. It's your the other side of the spectrum. You want to still be in the middle. You want to have some elements of femininity. You want to know how to be emotional. Speak about your feelings. Admit that y'all are not okay. Emotionally, mentally. That's why physically y'all aren't okay either. Y'all doing things to other people or yourselves. Just crashing the fuck out and ruining your lives, living a trail of bodies literally and figuratively everywhere you fucking go. It's time to stop it. We won't get anywhere. So many of you guys want to be against women for whatever fucking reason. Y'all want to be against us so much so we can't revolutionize, or you just want to use us in some of the most disgusting ways. You're mean to us. Take us out of here. I just don't know. I'm not sure what else needs to be said. I'm not sure what needs to be done. But I pray for you guys because I love black men. And I probably always will. And it's an unconditional love. I don't mean that unconditionally you can come around me. It just means that unconditionally I'm always going to be rooting for y'all. No matter what. If I ever do decide to get back in a relationship, it would always be with a black man, preferably. Because I don't think other men will get me. And I don't mean that you might not catch one on my arm one day. Because I'm open to it all. But my thing is this. Don't nobody have my heart like black men. And I'm not going to stop being critical of y'all. You can be like, oh, you say you love me, but you criticize me. Yeah, you criticize the things you love, and not because you don't love them, but because you love them enough that you know that they can do better. Do better, y'all. Do better, and you'll be better. And I guarantee if you be better, we'll be better. Y'all claim y'all the leaders in this motherfucker. Then lead by example. Why is it that y'all are doing the worst? If you're leaders, this really is for all men. But black men, why is it that if you are the leader, you're doing worse, and y'all are not leading by example? Because from where most people stand, black women are leading the pack in the black community. Next would be black queer people, then black men. I'm praying. I ask God all the time, like, I don't know what's going on with your males. I don't know what it is about that Y chromosome. It's doing something. Y'all have got to get it together, or I don't know. I think we all know what this world is coming to slowly but surely. But as black people, if we want to withstand, if we want our community to continue on, everybody got to get it together, black women included. But black men, y'all got to take life serious. Black little boys, if you see this, take your life serious. You are precious. You don't need to throw your shit away in the fucking streets. Fuck that street shit. Fast money is not good money a lot of the time. And money comes and goes. I know this capitalistic society we live in has sucked everybody in to feeling like money is the necessity to have value in this world, but that is bullshit. And as a man, as a male, I get that y'all feel that the most because the pathology is pushed on y'all to provide, to provide, to provide. But please understand, your life is worth more than you working yourself to death or going out here banging for a buck. Stop dishonoring women. Because that's really a lot of where y'all cursed activity comes from. Where your karma comes from is how y'all mistreat us. We are portals. We are the gateway. You can wave your wand, you know what wand I'm talking about, and open a portal if you are a worthy magician. But a lot of y'all are not. So when y'all open the portal, if you do, it's not good shit coming out of it. So that karma that you get from your mistreatment of women, it happens. And it's never good. Take care of your fucking kids. Because that's another karma. It's hard to come back from. Take care of your children. And definitely take care of yourself. Going to the doctor ain't gay, y'all. It was a whole thread about going to the doctor being gay. Because y'all think going to the doctor is immediately somebody sticking two fingers up your ass. Y'all are not okay, bruh. Y'all just not okay. Value yourselves. And this is why I say, I've been saying this for years too. Black men are so valuable, but y'all don't think y'all are valuable. Y'all don't. Y'all say we should need y'all, but y'all don't make yourself to be needed. You're not dependable. Not all of y'all. Again, not all of y'all. I'm talking to a specific group. If any of y'all fall into the categories of the men that I mentioned in this video, then I'm talking to you. If you banging for a buck, if you care what other niggas think, it's most of y'all. So, but I'm just saying, be dependable, be reliable, be useful, and stop being worried about being used. Everybody gets used. Be useful, and make sure that the person that you're being used for is useful back. That's how you don't be used. It should be that simple. But too many of y'all are so selfish that you are looking to see what you can get first before doing a goddamn thing. And sometimes it ain't even first, second, third, fourth. You might not give shit to about the fifth time after somebody gave you something. It's not being useful. It's using. But hey, don't be a simp, right? Bros for the hoes, right? But these same bros, most of the time won't take care of your fucking ass if you get sick or you get locked up. Remember that. I think I done said all I needed to say. Like I said, this is a long one because it's a little ranty, it's a little preachy, it's a little analytical. I pray that we get to a day where this conversation dulls. It doesn't have to keep happening all the time. But I don't know when that will be. I love you guys again. Make sure you check out my book. Free samples available. Thorns the Eye. This book will change your life. I'm not saying that because I wrote it. I'm just saying it because it's real. If anything that I spoke about today resonate with you, please understand. I get into this same topic in a much deeper way in this book. I love y'all. I'll see you on the next one.